Full and uncut versions available on Patreon. Check in the description below.
Greetings once again, pirates on the high seas. Duuz-Diz-Din back with more One Piece, where previously the battle on the pirate island continues to rage on as the Marines try to make it out of there briefly as possible. But more and more of the Blackbeard pirates continue to show up, as well as Garp facing off with his old apprentice Kuzan. I was gonna call him Aokiji, but he doesn't really go by that name anymore. Garp manages to get one up on San Juan Wolf, deflects shots from Vasco's shot, but a little bit of underhanded play by making Kobe think that a civilian is in danger leaves Kobe prone to a strike from Shiryu that Garp ends up taking instead, although this seemed to have always been the plan. Garp is heavily injured and taking on his former student, with flashbacks abound and emotions heavy. A simultaneous strike seems to lay both of them out. In the meanwhile, Avalo Pizarro uses Island Fruit ability to create giant hands out of the island itself to go and crush the marine vessel transporting the other marines as well as the former slaves they had just freed. But despite the panic amongst his charges, Garp assures them that justice will prevail. How will it all pan out? Join me as I find out, won't you? A few weeks ago, Amazon Lily, Island of Women. Okay, I know what this part is. Yeah. Why would you lick the blade? I've never understood that. Maybe they're just to freak someone out. Yes, they don't want to be slaves. They know what happens to slaves. And it's not like Rayleigh would help out Marines. Yeah, they're not really allowed to touch an emperor. Their hands are tied. Figuratively and literally. Oh, that's a flashback to all that time ago. That's good. I like that inclusion. Justice. Captain Kobe, Agent of Sword. You know what that means. It's so wild that Blackbeard knows who Kobe is. I mean, they've met before by this point, but even still, you know, with Luffy in the story, it's just like the more you find out about Luffy, the more it's just like, okay, it makes a lot of sense that he is as powerful as he is. You know, back there in the East Blue, it's just like, oh man, one of the most powerful people in the East Blue makes a lot of sense given his pedigree. But with Kobe, and unless we find out something out there later down the line, Kobe, the way that the live action portrayed it, pretty much makes him a main character. And that makes a lot of sense because Kobe rises from nothing. Just the leaps that Luffy make are impressive, but the leaps that Kobe make are mind-boggling. In the span of 2 years, he has the same level of notoriety, almost to the level of Luffy. Because the way people talk about Kobe, the way people reference Kobe and think of Kobe, like, despite the fact that he's only a captain, you'd almost think he was a vice admiral or almost an admiral, with the way people talk about him in reverence. And it's not just through how powerful he's become, it's his deeds. He's helped so many people, Marines and civilians alike, and especially during this, like, there's a reason why nobody nowadays really goes against Kobe, because Kobe has just done so much good. And I'm so curious about the relationship he has with Akainu at this point, because what does Akainu think of Kobe the hero, the kid who stood against him at Marineford? And maybe that's the reason why Kobe is only still a captain. But even still, the internal politics of it all is so fascinating, and how Kobe is viewed by the world. Whereas even Blackbeard is just like, this kid has such a good reputation, the Marines wouldn't want to give them up because that's good propaganda to have someone like Kobe, a respected person who has done so much good and has done so much good for the name of the Marines, to do anything or have anything happen to him. Shoot, the Marines would be honestly kind of foolish to let it happen. Blackbeard was spot on in capturing Kobe the way that he did. But I am so curious about how Kobe's relationship with Akaina is at this point, and the heights that Kobe will get to in the future. Sorry, I just had to put that out there. You don't mind an all-out war. Yeah. Kobe is worth 800 men's lives in a warship. And it isn't the 1,000 or so that Luffy could take out in an instant, but that's pretty high up there for someone like Kobe. And Blackbeard will take it without even blinking an eye. You think very highly of yourself, but your life is worth it. Yep, his life is worth it. That is saying something. Lesson 1. Old man, baby, island of beasts. Can only save one person. Younger Kobe. Honestly, I know that it's the idea, but the changes done to Kobe are so wild. You can see Groose in the background. It's baby on the boat. Even the old man can't. Come on, hurry up. They're gonna be devoured. What you gonna do, Kobe? Get off the boat and let the old man and the baby survive. Ooh. Man, if Garp had really meant that, that would have gone straight through Kobe's head. Oh god, old Helmeppo. I don't miss Helmeppo's old design. The old man's gonna die anyway. Abandon him. It's all about saving the next generation. It's the same lesson that Shikamaru had to understand in Naruto. What is the king of the Leaf Village? What's king is the next generation. That's the most valuable thing. And in a life or death situation where you can only save one person, shoot, save my kids. Don't worry about me. I'm done with most of my living. If you can only save me or my child, save my child. Like, I will say that in a heartbeat. Leave me to frickin' die. If you try to save me and my child ends up dead in the process, it's a wrap. It's a wrap right there. We go to fight. I don't care if you save my life. We go to fight. And any old man in that situation would say the same. Save the child. Oh, dude, I'm done with most of my living. Save the child. The last lesson. Impact inherited. Ooh, I love that title. What's going on? But indeed, present day, Pirate Island of Beehive, or Hachinosu. I love that it's the logo is extending out with it. Yeah, gonna need a cleanup on deck. Everyone has emptied their bowels. Yes, shoot what is the equivalent of a mountain. It really does show the wildness of Devil Fruit abilities. And just the sheer amount of control Avalo Pizarro must have to be able to do something like that. Everybody dies. That comes down, everyone dies. Tashigi, if only you were like super powerful and could just slice it in half right then and there. Kobe, always blaming yourself for what's gonna happen to others. What is that? He's given into his despair. Yeah, the weight of so many lives about to be lost. He's starting to panic. He's looking at a terrible future. Actually, yeah, now I don't think about it. Was that Future Sight? For a second, I mean, that could just simply be his imagination running wild, but I don't know. It saved them. Boys, old man's got a plan. Kobe, destroy that hand. Like, what do you mean by that? Bruce, protect the ship from the debris. Meppo, don't let anyone stop him. Anyone. He commands, and in an instant, the fear fades away, and they follow. Yeah, love that shit. All that fear and doubt and worry just in an instant, just gone. It's just like, nope, you've been given an order. Get to it. Yes, sir. Like, it's one of those things where if anyone was gonna have a spin-off, I know we love Law. I love Law to death. Love Ace. But I don't know, something must have connected inside Oda's head at some point. And I don't know when it started. Maybe it was after the time skip. Maybe it was during Marineford. But it's almost like he realized Kobe has an amazing story to be told as well. And I have to wonder, at what point did he realize Kobe's side of things really could just tell an amazing side to the story? Because with most of the Marines we interact with, they're trash, they're scum, they're terrible people. But that's not all of them. Some join to help people, straight up, not to just impose their will on others, but to help other people. And what does that look like when the Marines are the heroes? God, look at him go. Being chased by a legion of pirates. Mufo, you got this. Hey, that was the orders. You're on crowd cleanup. Like, what do you have to destroy this big thing? I'll figure it out. Yeah, that's literally like the size of essentially a giant's hand. If Kobe can take that out, that's like taking out someone like Hyrudin. Yeah. Uh-oh. Cannon fire. Don't let anyone stand in their way. Yeah. All for your friend. He took the hit. Don't look back. Susume! Susume! Oh. Garp's up, and he's bleeding a lot. And in comes Kuzan, and he's lost his shades. That's how you know things are serious. God, it's so wild to see him bleeding so much. Like, my God. And yeah, it's almost the equivalent of when Akainu took on Whitebeard. Just seeing an admiral bleed this much, just my God, tis but a scratch. Even he's shocked. I'm worried. He's soft. Get that ice cubes out of here. God, I love the glowing red eyes. Coming in like a comet. Oh my God! Why are you scared, Volo? This wasn't Ed compared to you. Why is he coming this way? Cause you're a big target, baby. Galaxy divide. Javis. Just split his dome piece. Like, my God. It's like, All Might? Is that you? Coming in with the freaking United States of Smash. Yeah, because you feel pain, so you recoiled in that pain. The arms up. Do what you gotta do, Kobe. Guard for the fists. Future of the Navy. Oh, shit, it is almost like all one for all. I won't disappoint you. Oh, Geppo. Ain't gonna stop me, Garp. I'm just pissed off now. Nope, it created an opening. Even if that opening was 1 second, I'll kill them all. Meow. Kobe's injured. I mean, the thing is, Kobe really is, and the comparisons are honestly apt, in my opinion. Kobe is a lot like Deku from My Hero. Someone who panics a lot, is very emotional, but always gives it its all, even to his own detriment. Because even Kobe, doing the battleship bags, if anything was gonna explain why he got so strong so fast, it's because he goes harder than anyone else, pushing himself 100 times, 200 times harder than anyone else. If there's anyone who earned their power, it's Kobe. Training on top of training, his fists covered in blood. Move faster, Kobe. Faster, faster. Just like a comet in the sky. I'm getting chills. Yeah. Even the pirates are like, what the heck? It's dangerous up there. It's dangerous down there. Kobe swirling around. Gotta destroy it. Do it or everyone dies. Like, what were all those bloody nights of your hands being covered in bruises? What was it all for? Honesty, impact. Oh man, Jesus. Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, it's freaking beautiful, man. Oh, that was a hell of a right hook, kid. Gee, Garp student indeed. And then there's the debris. Garp just laughing. And what about the debris? Garp planned for that too. Honestly, probably Garp's future sight. A massive spider net. Morph web. Oh, Meppo. Get it? One of the best friendships in One Piece. Heck yeah. Kobe, people called you a hero before, but even got the girl too? So about Garp. Mission complete. So, about that, go ahead and leave. Yeah, I'll be just fine. It's the one lesson he taught you. You saved the people, and you saved the next generation. But you joined the Navy to save. Future, take the baby, and live on. Oof. Oh, you are the future. Just like a D. all lives are equal. The future of young people is limitless. See, even Aokiji appreciates that lesson. The next news is the survival of the young Navy hero, Captain Kobe. The disappearance of Garp on the legendary pirate island. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, about Luffy. Oh, man, I wasn't expecting that to get me as much as it did. That's why I always say it's just like, say what you want about the anime and how it does things. It's usually the drawing out that can sometimes be too much, where they just have scenes repeating over and over, or they draw something out way longer than it needs to be. But the emotional moments always hit for me. That's the one thing I can never take away from the anime since the beginning. The emotional moments, they always do it right. Sometimes those moments that they linger on or draw out, it's like, no, they've done it so well so many times, I can never discredit them on that. So that's the one thing the One Piece is gonna have to live up to. Can you make sure those emotional moments hit? And that's the only thing, because Toei has really managed to sell me on a lot of these emotional moments time and time again, even when I see them coming. Like, I've read this in the manga, but I'll be damned if it didn't hit me harder than I ever thought it would. Pun intended, considering Honesty Impact. Oh, One Piece fan letter is next. Okay. But yeah, that was beautiful. That was absolutely well done. Absolutely impactful. Again, pun fully intended. Scene that just delivered on every level. Like, Kobe, there's a lot Kobe still has to live up to, but time and time again, we've seen that Kobe, he might be ready for that next step. Honestly, him being even a vice admiral may be underselling him a little bit. But is he as strong as he could be a full-blown admiral? I don't think he's there quite yet. But, I mean, what more does he really have to do to get to that point? That's the thing. Time will tell. So let me know your thoughts in this episode in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.